Alright, so welcome back. Well, if you've been on my channel, but welcome. My name is Mars, and here we have Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. I like this screen, like the rain and the thunder is moving, but everything else is still. This is a nice little shot. Almost kind of reminds me of The Last of Us Part 2 main menu, because it had like a water main menu thing, whatever. Alright, so let's get into this story.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Alright, thought there would be a little bit more for the intro, but here we are. At the beginning of the game, they said something because the writing went a little bit too fast. But I think it said they was making this game. Ooh, I'm about to knock this over. Oh, did I knock the wine over? Is that a glass? Oh, I did. Like around the time the Ukraine war started. It said their home, Ukraine, so I'm assuming this was. But this game said it was Ireland earlier. Well, it probably has a different. I don't know. But they mentioned Ukraine. I'll show what I'm talking about. But best to them. But we are back with a Sherlock Holmes game. A Sherlock Holmes game was one of the first walkthroughs that I played for this channel. The very first was a Hitman game, and then I believe it was a Sherlock Holmes game. So this is bringing me back. And we did play another Sherlock Holmes game maybe 2 years ago, maybe. Probably too much time, maybe a year ago, I don't know. Welcome to the game. Use blah 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 to move around and press to interact with objects. Oh, I'm back being in detective mode, baby. Let's go. What's up? London, whatever, September 28, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Ildur. If I remember correctly, when you have to convict somebody, you can convict the wrong person. So we have to go through every evidence and make sure we're getting all the information. Make sure we're not fucking up. Okay. All right. So let's read some more. Chief, I guess I don't really have to read this, but I'll read it. Among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess' personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesperson for the police assures advertiser advertiser that they are confident. I was thinking of something else for that damn word. Our confident bodyguard will be located as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed whether by his peers at the gentlemen's club or the fair nightingales who comfort them. Okay, so pretty much we have to look for him as our first case for this game.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
I didn't read what the main plot of this game was though, because like the last one was like Sherlock Holmes learned about his mother, and another one before that we played was like the the Devil's Daughter, was like about I think it was about a girl, a daughter, adopted daughter or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know what's gonna take place with this at all. When did this one come out? Did this come out this year or last year? Barnes Bookseller. Is this what's now known as Barnes & Noble? Visit Barnes Bookshop.
Your order from Barnes Bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
This is nice. He always had some nice decor in his home. This thing up here that's holding his swords, that's pretty cool. Ooh, they got really detailed. Like, you go bump into shit. I just knocked down these damn glasses. You can't really do that in other games. Let me see what else can I knock down. This chair. Well, I can move it. Did I knock this down? Oh, look at that. It's so cool. Just the simple touches in games. It's so cool. I like this this globe thing. I so want this. Oh, let me see this. What's this? Let me see.
I'm close. I know it. I just need one more piece to crack the case.
Hopefully you don't hear my fucking neighbors picking up in my audio. If you do, I apologize, but I don't know what to tell you. Been dealing with this. It's either this or some almost curse, or some ambulances going by. So if you're new to the channel, please expect a lot of noise disturbances. It is raining today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook. I mean, I don't need to, but do I have to? I'm good. All I need is really an umbrella. Oh, see, it's not raining right now. Oh, it is raining. Well, I'm good. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm fine. Hey, boy. I look at the little horses. Oh, but where are we going? Or do I skip this? Get on the way. Oh, today's what? I don't know why I like to say the date and the time. It's like my own little diary, I guess. But today is September 28th. Oh, it's almost 7 p.m. So I do have to go. I was at work earlier. I have to go to work tomorrow. Do we not have a map? There we go. Watson brought in the morning's post, but the strand is missing. He disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. There is still a chance it might be found in the dustpan. So that's, I gotta look in the dustpan. Is it what he's standing next to? Yeah, okay. Give me a wand. Harry Potter. Can I, there we go.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Oh, well, it looks bigger. Look like a wand. Alright, whatever.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Get the strand! Get your copy of the strand here!
You ain't holding nothing, buddy. Or is it in this crate? Let me see.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Glassed. Then why are you still
say
here?
so?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Any breaking news today?
The dock accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson.
Sure, now I can take the day off.
How he gonna say come and get your newspaper and then say he don't have it anymore? Like you should have stayed sitting down, buddy. Not saying a word. What did he do to the paper? Tell me about the man at the doorstep. Where was he headed?
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Of course, I'm gonna have to figure that out with my core senses if it's similar to the previous game. He has some sort of tracking sense for some reason.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there was a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
You got a question in your mind? Oh yeah, I forgot you could be able to connect stuff, right? Oh, this is a cool little updated map. Wasn't like that before. Yeah, this, you know what? I'll change my fucking outfit. This is a rain outfit, right? Very London-y. Wind coat, a storm is coming. Let me see that. Wait, what? The worst suit in the game, just awful. That's funny. Alright, let me go with this. I like this. Wait, whoa, yeah, there we go. Who ruined the book from Barnes? Who ruined? Wait, the other one. At this point, potentially poison. Who? Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. I would not be surprised if oh wow, I forgot his name already. What's it, Holmes and is it Wilson? What's his name? I would not be surprised if the other dude was right that that Sherlock is just being paranoid, but whatever. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. There you go. What I say? I said Wilson. Literally right in front of me. A cactus spine for assassination. A loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Say less. I read that right. Yeah, I read that. Is that where I'm going?
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
It said it's just around the corner, but they're not. I can't really move the map or anything, and nothing's really I'm far from the mic. Nothing's really showing, so I guess I gotta have to find it, and then it'll pop up on the map. I don't know. Haven't played a Detective Sherlock Holmes game in a minute, so let's see which way to go.
Get
Which way to go?
Get your copy of the
Can't
Strand
go
here.
this way. I see this. Oh, wasn't you able to shoot in the last game? I think he was able to play as Watson, right? And then he was able to shoot or something like that. Oh, I found it. Oh. I got lucky. Alright, where is it? Oh, right here. Right here. Knock, knock. What's up, you Barnes?
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
No, you must be Barnes. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah. The effects of overwork, yes. Let me see. How many things do I have to find? Go down, get dirty, yep. Newspaper ink. Unwed, I see. Leans heavily on his right leg, sore left leg. I'm sure that's very common during this time. A lot of illnesses, a lot of weaknesses, a lot of injuries and stuff. Especially that goes unhealed and whatnot. Well, healed, not correctly healed is what I'm trying to say. I cannot talk today. Oh my gosh. Probably from work earlier, but whatever. Alright, let's go. High heels, wants to be taller. Gotcha. Let me see. Mr. Barnes has developed a lamp and has large bags under his eyes. A result of long hours of intense work, he is now very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, but even if the ink on his hand suggests he is the one who soiled... Oh, but even... Okay, soiled... Okay, whatever. Sorry, the newspaper. Okay, nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. Blackmail victim. If he tried to kill me, a detective, oh, I should be a well-known detective at this point. Why would he just be chilling at work? Like, we could easily find him. He's around the corner. So I'm just thinking he's a workaholic. So let's question him though. Let's see what's up. And a loud bang could be like I don't know, 1882. They only had carriages, right? They didn't have any cars, so a car couldn't have backfired. But even if it was a loud bang, the boy should have turned around and saw something on fire or something. So the loud bang he heard was probably something else. It definitely was no damn assassination attempt, I'll tell you that.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
Okay. First case, and I'm already wrong. He ran to the damn office. They didn't even show that on screen. I was wondering what the hell happened.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
So how he injured his leg. Oh, a
So, Barnes has a dog
doggy.
now. Who's a good boy?
Hey. Now let me see. Apparently I was wrong. Or maybe it obviously wasn't. Well, it probably wasn't assassination. It was just something else. I don't know. But maybe he is just stupid and he just came back to work after he thought the deed was done. What is this? Egypt?
Analysis. Cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Isn't that where... Didn't we do something Egyptish in one of the last games? Or Egypt related? Probably not, but it was like a excavation site that we was on. I remember that. A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for Everlasting Love. I remember a plant area that we had to be in. I think it was the very first game that we played though, for Sherlock Holmes. Let me take this. What is this money? Or are these like, they're not, what is this? You hear that? You hear what the fuck I had to deal with? But if that was money, the bills look a little bit too short, like width wise. I don't know. I didn't live in 1882, so I don't know how they fucking looked at that time. Dead.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. The finest view London has to offer.
You have a dog too.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Most of these flowers look the same, like these two and this one and the other two. Not this, not the cactus, but they look the same, just different colors.
Familiar spine? That's what I found in my dustbin.
Oh, he touched the cactus and... Wait, hold on, why is it not letting me?
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Let's see what tickles my fancy. Let's see. Oh, you are colored. Are you mixed? Wear makeup for beauty or concealment. Morning brooch honoring deceased husband. I can't get any lower. Unusual for work attire. Luxury fabric. Distant look, avoids eye contact or distracted. Oh, there you go. I just forgot to use my other damn analog stick. I like her outfit though. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to look at your her vagina. I'm sorry, that was weird. Clean boots, change shoes upon arrival. Interesting. Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. Her dress is made from expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. I think I hear an ambulance. While she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze, always staring off into the distance, reveals her emotional detachment. Taken as a whole, one must conclude that Mrs. Fleming is still reeling from her tragic loss. Let me see, what is this? Oh, wait, hold on. Did I go? Okay. Let me see. Mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. The dress is made for search for something. Perhaps she is waiting for someone. Cherishes the memory for her departed husband. She is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and this outfit. Perhaps she is dressed to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. Now, during this time, after your husband dies, she's probably trying to find another one. You never know, but she's trying to. Okay, let me see. What was this one? Still grieving, ready to move on. I'm going to say grieving, since she does have the brooch from her husband, very visible. And that would be a awkward conversation if she does find somebody and they ask, "Oh, where did you get that brooch from?" Or whose memory you trying to uphold, and she mentions her deceased husband. So I'm maybe grieving, I don't know, but maybe her mom's telling her to get married again in 1882. I don't know. It's a little bit grieving.
My condolences, Mrs. Fleming.
Mr. Holmes?
Your husband's death. You're clearly still in mourning.
Oh, no. I loved him more than anything, of course, but that was some time ago now. Life goes on.
A lesson we all learn, one way or another.
See, I was stuck thinking she moved on. I've been failing so far already in this damn intro. Oh my goodness. Evidence of what? Oh yeah, so it is the same flower, just different colors, alright. Oh, he had a book in there about, or something in there for flowers. So maybe he's trying to impress her, or she likes him, but someone's hesitant. I don't know.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Yeah, so he's trying to impress her, so he left the cactus. If you just saw it from when you got back from your break, why you didn't remove it if it's not a part of your merchandise? I don't know. I guess if she sells it, it's just more money for her.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Yep, got it. I already knew, got it. Starting to get some spark in my detective skills. Barnes displayed a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. Jeez. He may hope she will come into his shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his external love, since the catalog presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the strand outside Baker Street. Now, to hear the full story.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Yeah, knock knock, boy.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then. So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and.
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Yeah, go talk to her, buddy. The Strand, whatever, what is that, salt, whatever, Explosion Rocks docks. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ships Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. Oh shit. The Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing whatever leaking into the river, but with areas still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Investigation scene completed. Thank you, sir. Let's get out of here.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition, and that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Well, I just hit my desk, my bad. But let's bust a move then, Watson. Let's go. He gestured this way, so I'm assuming this way. This does remind me of
Not much further now.
Thank you for the call out. Thank you. But can you give me another call out? Is it right or left? Oh, right here. Thank you. This reminds me of the house we went to in the last game, when we was trying to learn about his mother.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony, then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Tell me about Kimmy here.
He's foreign. A Maori, all the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English, never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
You kept his wages in your safe? So it sounds like he was working, but you wasn't paying him. Or you was withholding his damn money. Unless he had to wait till fucking Friday to get paid. Like direct deposit, but whatever. This is very similar to a house that we did in the last game. Or one of the fucking Sherlock Holmes games. Watch out, my buddy. Watch out. Yeah, this is very similar. We've been to this house before. Thought I saw a horse for some reason.
Looks like a knee print. A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Chewing tobacco. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Isn't that gross? What they do chewing tobacco, it's like they spit it out, right? That's disgusting. Oh my gosh. When you see a wavy green circle, press. I already figured that out. Thank you.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh.
A face print.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Well, what am I missing? Do I do this? What am I missing? One of two. What am I missing?
A scrap of Hessian.
What's Hessian? I'll Google it in a minute, but hold on.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
This how you got him sleeping? Even the boards, they still got dirt coming through them. Then you got his mattress on the floor. What is that, hay? No covers. And you say he has no reason to run away. You people.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly?
Now what the fuck am I missing over here? Hold on. Oh, I can't move. I keep forgetting about that part. Hold on. I keep forgetting about that. I can move. Hold on. Let me see. But it's still not letting me move that down far. So what is the point? What am I missing? What the fuck, bro? What am I missing? Alright, I'm getting irritated. I'm about to stop recording. What the fuck am I missing? I don't know if y'all heard that. You can hear them in the background asking if they want Burger King. I haven't heard Burger King in a minute. Who still eats from Burger King? I'm surprised they still open. Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna take a break.